This is Len Marshall with part 4 of Independence for Independence. I was talking to you about Article the 1st. Well, how it will help us. Following the Constitution is wonderful. Putting it in place is something else. But you have to understand what it will do. Number one, you will have congressional districts that one person can actually cover and see the people that are in the district. More importantly, the people in the district can get to know their congressman. Talk to them. Tell them what you want. And if they don't do it, you have a very good chance of removing them in the next election because it is a small, tight district. And if they don't want to do what you elected them to do, find somebody that can. All right. It also helps because now with 6,000 people in a Congress, they're going to have to totally revamp how things are done. All these little committees and all these little fiefdoms in there that control everything and don't let things happen or cause things to happen, you're going to have to change. And you're going to have people in there from all walks of life like it's supposed to be, not just professional chair sitters. I don't know what else to call them anymore. All right. I don't know what they do there besides pat each other on the back, take our money, and go home. And they don't even go home to the states that they represent anymore. They don't live where they say they're going to be. They stay on forever. All right. Perfect example. I ran against a gentleman, a really nice guy, in the 4th District for Congress many years ago. And much to my surprise, 20 years later, he's still in that seat. After 35 years, he's still a congressman from the same district. And you can say that about, I'd say about 90% of the people in Congress. They're either thrown out for something really ridiculous, or they die. Not a good way to run a government. All right? We have to change. Now, Congress is the point where we can make the regulations and the laws to change the state laws and regulations that are hamstringing us every which way. They can make laws and regulations that force the Supreme Court to do its job, which it's not doing. They're supposed to be making sure this country is safe and everybody gets a fair shake under the Constitution. Well, they don't. All right? We've had apportionment fights in Congress and all the states going back and forth to the Supreme Court for 150 years. We have them every year. There's one in going to the Supreme Court right now in Maryland. Why? Because the Supreme Court has not done its job, and it allows gerrymandering and basically jury rigging of districts to misappropriate and put people out where their vote doesn't count at all. All right? I want everybody's vote to count, but I also want everybody to know what's going on so they can vote. All right? When you have a congressman in a small district, you'll be able to get to know them. And the lobbyists hopefully won't be able to buy them all off as they do now. All right? We have 435 representatives right now for 50 states. They're bought off. They're paid for. When they spend millions of dollars for a seat every 2 years, there's something wrong. All right? It's not their money generally. It's somebody else's money. Got to change it. You need people that run who want to help, who want to do things. And with 6,000 people, you'll have 6,000 ideas. Hopefully most of them will be good. But out of 6,000, if we get 1% good ideas every year, we get 6 good ideas every year. That'll help. That's what we need to do. All right? We can fix it. But we have to get there. We have to do this. And we need your help to force the federal government to follow the Constitution. Thank you.